Hey there! So, you've always been a little curious about Dungeons & Dragons, right? But maybe you felt a bit intimidated by all the rules and those funny shaped dice? Well, this is for you. Today we are going to pull back the curtain on character creation. We're going to build your very first hero, step by step, and turn a totally blank sheet of paper into a living, breathing adventure. Let's do this.
Because really, that's the whole point, isn't it? This is your chance to step into a world of magic and monsters and become the main character in a story that you and your friends create together.
All right, before we start building, let's get one thing straight. You need to forget any idea you have about D&D being some super complicated board game. At its absolute core, D&D is just collaborative storytelling. I mean, just think about that for a second. This isn't a video game where you're locked into a few choices. No. If you want to try and reason with the terrifying dragon instead of just fighting it, you can try. The story is completely 100% yours to shape.
So, how does that story actually happen? Well, it all follows this really simple three-step rhythm. First, the Dungeon Master, or DM, sets the scene. They tell you what you see, what you hear. Second, you just say what you want to do. And third, if there's any chance you might fail, you roll the dice to see what happens. That's it. This little loop is the engine that drives every single D&D adventure.
And this is the heart of everything. I'm serious. Whether you're trying to talk your way past a guard, pick a lock on a treasure chest, or go toe-to-toe with a horrifying monster, it all comes back to these three simple steps. The DM describes, you act, and the dice decide.
All right, now we get to the fun part, building your hero. The very first, and honestly, the most important choice you're going to make is your class. Just think of this as your character's job. You know, their calling, their whole deal in the story.
Now look, there are a lot of classes, but don't get overwhelmed. They pretty much boil down to three main archetypes. Do you want to be right up front, swinging a giant axe? Are you more of a clever expert, using skill and stealth to get the job done? Or do you want to bend the very fabric of reality with powerful magic? For our hero today, we're going to build a fighter. This class is fantastic for beginners. Why? Because they're tough, they're straightforward, and they are the absolute masters of pretty much every weapon and piece of armor. They are the solid, reliable backbone of any adventuring party.
Okay, so we've got a job title, Fighter. Now let's start adding some real flavor. The next layers we're going to add are your character's heritage, their race, and how they like to handle themselves in a fight. This is where your hero really starts to come into focus.
Your race is like your starting template. It gives you some natural talents and, determines what you look like. A mountain dwarf, for example, is born tough and strong. They're basically a natural-born tank, which is a fantastic choice for anyone who wants to stand on the front lines. Next up, what's your combat style? When a fight breaks out, who are you? Are you the heavy hitter, covered in steel plates, swinging a weapon that's almost as big as you are? Or are you the agile duelist, dancing around your enemies with lighter, faster weapons? For this build, we are going with an absolute classic, the human heavy hitter. Humans are great because they're so versatile and can be good at anything. And the heavy hitter path is all about being a durable, powerful, and totally reliable force on the battlefield.
Okay, deep breath. We're going to talk about the numbers. I know, this is the part that can look a little intimidating, but trust me, this is not a math test. These numbers are just your hero's natural talents. It's a simple toolkit that tells you what they're good at.
For our heavy hitter, there are two stats that matter most: strength and constitution. Strength is all about offense. It's what lets us hit really, really hard with our sword. Constitution is all about defense. It's our health, our toughness. We're also giving ourselves a pretty good dexterity score, which helps us dodge and react quickly. Basically, we're building a hero who can both dish it out and take a hit.
So, now we have one final big choice to make about our gear. Even as a heavy hitter, you've got two main paths. Do you want to be a juggernaut, going all in on damage with a massive two-handed greatsword? Or do you want to be a guardian, pairing that sword with the shield for some seriously incredible defense?
We're going to choose the Guardian path, and by combining that heavy plate armor with a big, sturdy shield, we get an Armour Class, or AC, of 18. And trust me, that one number is going to have a huge impact on your hero's survival.
So what does an Armour Class of 18 actually mean? It means you are quite literally a walking fortress. For an enemy to even hit you, they have to roll an 18 or higher on a 20-sided die. Most of the goblins and bandits you meet early on, you're just going to hear the clang of their weapons bouncing right off your shield. It's awesome. We've done it. We've built the engine. We've got the stats, the armor, the weapon. Everything is in place.
Now, let's give our hero a soul. This is the part where we add all those little story details that really bring them to life.
So here's a quick recap of everything we've put together. We have a human fighter, we have that fortress-like armor class of 18, a really solid 13 hit points to start, and a trusty longsword at our side. All the mechanics are ready to go.
Now, to give our hero a past, we choose a background. This is just a simple way to decide what they did before they became an adventurer. Were they a battle-hardened soldier, a runaway noble who gave up a life of luxury, or maybe a folk hero, just a regular person who did something amazing when their town needed them?
And just like that, our hero is complete. Meet Garrick Thorne, a folk hero. He wasn't some born warrior. He was a simple blacksmith who picked up a shield to protect his home. This one line tells you everything you need to know about him. He's not looking for glory, he's just a humble protector, a shield for the innocent.
So, there you have it. We went from a blank page to a fully realized hero, Garrick Thorne, the Guardian. We've seen how every little choice, from your class to your background, helps build a totally unique character. Now the only question left is, what kind of hero are you going to build?